I'm audible, everyone. Good evening. How are you all? Da, da, da. Just a minute. I hope you can all see my screen. Yeah, I'm also good. I'm also good. Some of the faces I can see like very long time. Some of the people are attending the session after a long, long time. Okay. So today's session would be the merge sort. All right. So yeah, in the previous session, what we have seen is basically the previous session was a doubt session, but the Friday session, sorry, Saturday session. In the Saturday session, we have saw that we have seen that insertion sort, you know, and we have learned some of the examples based on that. Yes or no? Right? In the Sunday's class, we did the revision of the time complexity and space complexity. Apart from that, we also resolved your doubts. Also, we have solved some of the recursion problems. You know, so today's session would be entirely oriented to the merge sort. Okay. So till now, if you have seen, we have covered all the basic algorithms. Till now, we have covered all the basic algorithms. In the basic algorithm, first of all, we seen the bubble sort. We have seen the selection sort, and we have seen the insertion sort. Now, these three were the basic algorithms. You know, yes, Niranjan, it will take full session. You know, it will take entire session of today's in the merge sort. Okay. Now, nobody will answer. Nobody will answer for around 5 minutes. Okay. Uh, did we cover the master theorem? No, Priyanshu, we have not covered the master theorem. It will cover in this particular kind of things. Okay. Let me cover this session, and after that, you will realize that we have seen closure into that. Okay. Now, nobody will give me the answer till the point I'll ask. Okay. Till now, as I said, we have seen the insertion sort. Guys, please be aware right now. Then after we saw, just a minute. Then after we saw the bubble sort, provided that the selection sort. Now, if you have all seen the, just a minute. Now the person whom I will ask, he will answer to me. Okay? Okay. So I will pick whom, just a minute. Okay. So this answer will be given by Niranjan. Niranjan, are you there in the session? Okay. Tell me the time complexity of this worst case in the insertion sort and the best case. What was the time complexity of both of them? Let me see how much you are revising the things and how much you are practicing at your own home. What is the time complexity of the insertion sort in worst case and in the best case? Okay. Another person would be Nana. Are you in the call? Are you in the session? Okay. Tell me the time complexity of the worst case and the best case for the insertion sort. O of n square. In which case? Sharad, you are not supposed to give the answer. Okay, so O of n square would be the worst case. What will the best case? Only Nana will be the like Nana will be the responsible to answer. Nilanjan, Sharad, do not give the answers. What is the time complexity for the best case? It's order of n now. We have covered that. Yes or no, everyone? Right? Okay. Now nobody will answer. Nobody will answer. The person whom I'll ask, only he will be answer. Joseph, are you on the call? Tell me the time complexity of the worst case and best case for bubble sort. Fast. Quick, quick, quick. Worst case is order of n square. Right. Okay. Very good. And in the best case, order of n. Okay. Now, just a minute. What is the time complexity of the worst and best case for selection sort? Just hold on a moment. I'll whom will answer? Okay, Dipanshu, are you in the call? Please answer the question for selection sort in terms of worst case and best case. Dipanshu, there is like no such optimized code for selection sort. Although we have we have optimized as per our own no own sake, but there is no such called as like optimized selection sort as we have seen in the bubble sort. So you can tell the normal selection sort as we have seen in the first time. Tell me the worst case for both of them. Worst and best for selection. Please be quick. What is making you so much of time? Okay, worst is order of n square, and best case is omega of n. Is it? Is it? For selection sort in best case, what was that? N square, right? Yeah, it was n square if you remember. Everyone. So this is the no mirror of everyone in the class. They are see guys. If you are understanding everything, if you will not revise thing at your home, trust me, there is no point to come in the class next day. You are getting one day at least each day, like each after each class you are getting one day as your what like break day. And this is Monday. Okay, yesterday was Sunday and Saturday. So Saturday, Sunday, I'm assuming that you will be not having so much of plan, you are not so much of busy that you cannot revise the things, right? Okay, so this should not be happen in our class. Everyone should be practice, should revise everything in the class. In the Sundays doubt class also, I have seen some of the problems that are covered in the class, but still the same problem were asked in the doubt. For those people who have attended the Sundays doubt class, they know that. Best case for bubble case. Okay, so Navneet, it can be order of n also, it can be n square also, right? Because in the optimized we have seen it was order of n or n square. Both of them would be right if you are telling for anyone else. Okay, just tell them that you are optimized it and you have reduced the time complexity from n square to n. You can also tell that. Okay. Okay, so now today's thing would be, see, this kind of algos were very basic, you know, this kind of algorithms were very basic and easy to understand, yes or no? But they were not so optimized. So in this class we will see advanced algorithm such as merge sort. Clear hai? What is the purpose of today? What is the purpose of today? Everyone is clear? Yes or no? Okay, so if you have seen that particular algorithms, they were they were so basic and they were so new that it was easy to understand, but they were not so optimized, है ना? Because if you have seen, see, if you have seen the Bigo chart, है ना, the site which I have shared, the pic which I have shared with all of you, just open that particular site right now. That was like saying so Bigo cheat sheet. Okay, so in that Bigo cheat sheet, let me copy and paste for you. Just a second, I have that entire chart with me handy. Okay, now see in the screen. See in the screen. Let me paste it here. See, whenever you are having this order of n square, है ना? Whenever you are having this order of n square, it is considering what? It is considering horrible time complexity. That does mean that anything which is greater than n square or greater than n log n, which is considered in the this red part, it is called as horrible time complexity. It is not preferable at all. ठीक है, right? And if your time complexity lies in this n log n or order of n or log n or 1, it is considered as good time complexity or like considerable fair time complexity, right? है ना? Or excellent time complexities. So the the thing here is whatever we have learned till now, in that if you have seen, most of them were having this n square complexity. Yes or no? Everyone are getting my point? And how many of you have actually seen that particular chart after the session? Tell me honestly. Okay, chalo. So n log n is also considering good or bad. So you can see in this graph that n square compared to n square, n log n is good. Okay, ठीक है? Priyanshu on sorry Nilanjan, right? So you have to see this particular chart for comparing any time complexities. So now we are learning the advanced algorithms, which will be like not I'll say that not so hard to understand, but that time complexity would be more cheaper. है ना? This entire algorithms what we have seen, they are more costlier as compared to what we are seeing right now. Okay, so the purpose is clear why we need merge sort and any advanced sort algorithms. Purpose should be clear with all you all. Okay, why we are learning this? Because this entire algorithms what we have seen till now, they are very costly, है ना? They were very expensive and not at all optimized. Okay, before all of them we will understand about the merge sort. Okay, now we'll understand about the merge sort in to reduce time complexity. Yeah, okay. Okay, so now let us see for the merge sort what is merge sort. But before we learn about the merge sort, before we will start about this merge sort, I want to tell you something. Okay, I want to explain you something that is very important when we are learning this merge sort. Okay, this is like first step to learn this merge sort. Okay, now uh okay, so whenever you're learning this merge sort, there's you need to understand first of all the thing called as merge to sorted arrays. Now मान लो, for an example, hypothetically I'm giving you an example to you that you have two arrays, that is what a1 and a2. Okay, this is what you have in your two arrays. Now in your input, what I'll pass to you, that I'll say that sir, I have a1 is equals to, let's say, 2, 4, 5 and 6. And every time I'll say, I will give you a condition in question only that a1 and a2 both will be the sorted arrays. Okay, with this a2 also I have 1, 3, 4 and 8. This is also sorted. Okay, in the question only I'll give you input which will be sorted by itself. Okay, now your job is to give me a output in such a way that you need to basically merge these two arrays. Okay, you need to basically what? Merge two sorted arrays. This is what my question is for you. So in my output, it should be reflecting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, and 8. This is what I want in my output. है ना? ठीक है? So for this, if you want to implement this, then you will be having two approaches. There are two ways of doing it. But so far, everyone is with me. Everyone is with me. Yes, Navneet, whatever you want to do, you can do here. Okay, that is free hand. I'm giving you a free hand to do anything what you like. Okay, without like putting any constraint on you that you have to do that, you have to do that. Nothing like that. There is two approaches for this to merge these two sorted arrays. The very first approach that I have in my mind is by looking at the question only. The very first approach that I need will take, approach number one. Let's say if I initialize a length of, let's say I initialize two array, like let's length of a1 would be my m, and length of a2 would be my n. Let's suppose, okay, I have this. I'll just take the length of m1, m and n. Like a1's length would be in m, and a2's length will be in the n. Then can I say that if I want to give this as my output, if I want to take this as my output, then I'll require a1 space plus a2 space, है ना? Basically, see here my elements are 4. Here also my elements are 4. So basically here the elements are what? 8, है ना? So now suppose let's say here I have two elements. Here I have three elements. If I'll merge those two, what will be my answer? It will be always 5. Yes or no? Common sense, hai, right? Everyone. Okay. Now to do that, what I did this. I take my length of a1 in my m, length of a2 in my n. Okay. I initialize my two variables m and n. Now what my first step would be here? That would be I need to create an empty array which is of size m plus n. Can I say that? How many people understood this? How many people got this? Right? Okay. Okay. So if I'll initialize this size, then can I say that, let's say I had this in my a1 and a2. Okay. So can I say that if I'll put that entire array in this without sorting them, let's say I have a4 and 4, 8 spaces, right? So let me create 8 spaces, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll put this 2, 4, 5, 6 of a1 into this. Okay. In my a1 I had 2, 4, 5, and 6, and in my a2 I had 1, 3, 4, and 8. Okay. So I'll just write 1, 3, 4, and 8. This is what, see, in the output I wanted this, but rearrange element of this, correct or not? I wanted this element, but not in this order. I just want to sort them. Yes or no? Right? है ना? So my second step here would be, my second very much step would be here, would be that, see, if I, so what I did here, in my second step, what I did after creating the array, what I did is I have copied the element of a1 and a2 into new array. I'm writing this so that if you are revising the things, this things would be making sense to you, that why we did that. That is why I'm writing every steps, like almost in every class. Okay. Okay. So please do revise. This should not be to like tell again and again. It should be there in your mind, है ना? The third thing, the third step that I'll take here, which is new for you, that let me write it first. You need to apply any of sorting algorithm on this, है ना? Which is known to you, like which is comfortable to you. Okay, known to the result array. Now, whichever like whichever algorithm is like favorite of you till now, what we have learned in that particular algorithms, whichever favorite will be of you, you can put into it, and you can no sort this particular array. So if you sort this particular algorithm, like if you sort this particular array by using any of the algorithm, then your output would be what? Let's say if you take bubble sort or insertion sort or selection sort, any kind of sorting algorithm you can put here, and you can basically sort it 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now if I'll sort this particular array, what will I get? 1, 2, 4, 4, 5, 6, and 8. One element is left. Okay, 3 is left. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, and 8. This is what I'll get. Yes or no? This is what I'll get now. Everyone, let me zoom it out some bit. Now look into it what we did. Okay, this is very much important thing what we gonna learn now. Okay, this is my first approach. Everyone agrees with me? This would be my first approach to solve this particular question. Right now, if I'll talk about, yeah, this is called as naive approach. Yes. Now if I'll talk about the time complexity for this. Okay, let me zoom it out. Now if I'll talk about the time complexity of this, then can I say that okay, can I say that in my first operation where I'm creating this new array, or an empty array, it would be of size what? It would be of yeah, it would be of order of 1 only, right? And whenever I'm copying element from A1 and A2 in my new array, that does mean that it is what? It is of order of m plus n, because m is refers to what? A1. N is refers to what? A2. So can I say it will be sum of both of them, length of A1 plus A2, if you want to copy the element A1 and A2 in some new array. And in my third step, can I say that if I'll choose any of the algorithm, whether I will take my bubble sort or my insertion sort or my selection sort, in any of the case, my worst case complexity for all of them was n square. So can I say here it would be m plus n to the square, right? So in result, can I say that since they all of them my sequential statements, so can I say that my time complexity is nothing but my order of 1 plus order of m plus n plus order of m plus n to the square. Can I say that? Let me write it properly. M plus n to the square. Can I say that, people? And this order of 1 is totally negligible as compared to m plus n to the square. M plus n would be also negligible to the m plus n to the square. So can I say that here my time complexity is nothing but order of m plus n to the square. This is what my time complexity would be on my first approach. Yes or no? Nilanjan, tell me the time complexity for any algorithm that we have seen. That is why I did that. See, in every case, my worst complexity will be order of n square only, right? No matter what algorithm you will choose. So can I say here it would be m plus n to the square? Nishant, it is nothing but n square only. There is no term called n plus n to the square in your graph, है ना? It is a part of that only. See, it is part of this only. Okay, ठीक है. Now n की जगह पे आप n plus n put कर दो ना, so it will be m plus n to the square only, है ना? Right? Okay. So this was all about my first approach, right? Now, if I am talking about my second approach, approach number 2. Okay. So in my approach number 2, okay, in my approach number 2, okay, for sorting A1 and A2, you didn't consider that. Joseph, I considered that now. See here, I considered my length of A1 as m, length of A2 is n, and I considered m and n. Can I say that, Shubham, you don't have to, no, it is m plus n to the square, not m square plus n square, right? Can you explain again how you calculated the time complexity? Okay, okay. Let me explain you once again. Can I say that creating an empty array of size m plus n, it is my constant operation? You know, it will be my order of one only, right? If I want to copy my element from A1 and A2 into my new array, then can I say that if my A2 is having 3 elements, A2 is having 4 elements, then can I say that this loop will be run for what, 7 times only, as I explained here, upper, है ना? As I explained here, it will be the sum of both of them. Yes or no? So can I say that my copy of element would be m plus n only, right? है ना? And if you want to apply any of the sorting algorithm, then we haven't know any of algorithm which is less than n square, है ना? We don't know any algorithm like this which is of n or log n or n log n. We don't know anything about that till now, है ना? So can I say that this complexity would be based on my bubble sort or insertion sort or selection sort only? So in every of the sorting algorithm, it will be order of m plus n to the square only. Can I say that, है ना? Right? If I'm summing out all of them, can I ignore this part? Can I ignore this part base compared to this? है So this will be what my answer would be. है ना? ठीक है? Okay. So let us start with the approach number 2. Okay, do one thing, people. I'm just zooming out for a minute. ठीक है? Just write it down or just take a look into it in detail so that you will not forget about it. Okay, just a second. I think so. First approach would be like very much easy for you. I'll give you some time with second approach only. Okay. So in second approach, after the end of the second approach, you can see the first and second both all together. Okay. Time complexity to the pink is horrible state. Nishant, till now we haven't start with the merge sort. Okay. This is not a part of. This is a part of merge sort. This is not a merge sort. Merge sort is still pending. Okay. I'm explaining something else so that it will be more easy to you while learning the merge sort. Okay. Yes, A1 is already sorted. I told you that also, that whenever I'm giving you any question in this question, merge to sorted arrays, it will be sorted only. I will give that questions. Okay. Okay. So what you need to do is basically you need to, this is sorted, but if you want to merge them, you need to make a sorted result. Okay. That is why we need this algorithm. I hope am I clear now? Does that make sense, people? Okay. Chalo. So in my approach to so in my approach to, let's say I have A1 as same like 2, 4, 5 and 6. A2 would be 1, 3, 5, 8, 4 and 8. Okay, this is what my question is. Again, this both things are sorted, and it will be the sorted one. Okay. Now what I'm using here, I will be using the 2-pointer approach here. Okay. Now look at carefully here that what I'm doing. This is what my P1 and this is what my P2. Okay. Now what I will do, I'll create an empty array of m plus n size. This will be the common, okay, because I need to store anywhere of my answer, right? So what I'll do, I'll just create this response array. In that I'll store my answer, right? Okay. So can I say that, can I say here that the first term of this element, okay, the first term of this element of this array will be, see, I'm talking about this first term, okay? So can I say the first term of this array would be either this or either this, you know, because I'm merging this. If I'll pick this particular thing as first, and if I'll pick this particular thing as second, then my answer would be 1 3 4 8 2 4 5 8 2 4 5 6. In that case my 1 would be my first element of this. But if I'm merging them like 2 4 5 6 1 3 4 8, then my 2 will become. So in both of the case, 2 and 1, either of them would be my first element of this, yes or no, right? Okay. So keeping that in mind, see, the solving the problems and looking at the algorithms is all about the observations. Okay. So keep your observations sharper so that you will not face any difficulties in learning some other algorithms as well. Okay. So here can I say that the first term of this array will be either the first element of a1 or a2 only. Since that is true, what my approach would be that we will compare the value in P1 and in P2 and see which is smaller. Okay? Basically, what we will do is we will see whether my A1 of P1 is less than my A2 of P2 or not. Okay? Basically, I'm checking whether this which is smaller on this. That will be my answer of this, correct? And if this is true, if this is true, then can I say for sure that in this particular position, whichever is smaller, that will become here? Yes or no? How many of you are agreeing with me? Correct? hai? Okay. Now, and rest of the thing would be come later, right? So can I say that if I'm making a code for that, then can I say that if my A1 of P1 is less than A2 of P2, then I will do something. Then I'll do something. Otherwise, I'll do something, right? है ना? ठीक है? So in else case, what we will do, we will store this, like we will assign this response of k, we'll assign the value of the k. K is nothing but again a pointer, okay? Response of k is equals to a2 of p2. I'll assign that here, okay? Because it will be the smaller. Otherwise, if a1 of p1 is smaller, then I could have been placed response of k is equals to a1 of p1, okay? So in can I say that here in the if case, I can put like response of k would be equals to a1 of p1, okay? Right, है ना? यही तो होगा. So other idea is very simple. Whenever and whichever element is smaller, take that element and put it into your output array. So can I say in my output array here, since this is small, it will be there here, right? है ना? ठीक है? Now, after that, we need to increase our P1, P2, and K. Okay. So now I'll tell you where is my K here. Okay. So my K is like, if you can see here, if you can no think about the K also. So the K would nothing but my simple notation. Okay. P1 was at my A1 index. P2 was at my A2 index, and K would be of my this index. Okay. K would be something relying here, right? Okay, because I need to assign it here. Okay, that is why I told that response of k would be this, right? Okay, now after that we need to increase our p1, p2, and k. Okay, so now if you see my previously my p1 was landing here, p2 was relying here. Now I will increase the P2 only because I have already inserted this element. So can I say that my P2 will point something here right now? है ना? My P2 will be this. Okay. So now at P1 I have 2 and P2 I have 3. So now tell me which will be the true if or else case. Now tell me which will be the true if or else case. Everyone, can I say everyone is wrong? Think about it. What I just said, that my P1 is at, let me zoom it out some bit. You can able to see the code now. Okay. So this is my case is right now. P1 is at 2, P2 is at 3. Okay. And this is my code. This is my code. Right. So now tell me which condition would be true here. If na, है ना? If ही true होगा, है ना? So why you are saying the else? If condition will be true here. Okay. So my if condition would be true here. Okay. Right. So we will just take 2 and place it in the response, है ना? Because I did not increase the k also, because after inserting this one, the k would be pointing somewhere here. Okay. Now since my if condition is true, we will just take the element 2 and place it in the response like this, and then we will do p1 plus plus and k1 plus plus. Okay, so we will basically do what? P1 plus plus, k plus plus. This is what we will do. Okay, similar to here also we will do p2 plus plus and k plus plus when this else will be true, है ना? Previously also if you have seen, this p2 were pointing here, but I increased the p2 and also the k, right? So now my task of this particular p1 is done, so I will increase the p1 will be pointing out somewhere here, and k will be also increased, and k will be something point to here, right? Now tell me which is true if or else. Tell me which is true if or else, right? है ना? Right? So since my else is true, can I say why else here? For those they are not understanding, for those I'm telling you that P1 is what? 4. P2 is what? 3. Right? So 4 is less than 3. It is true or not? It is not. So can I say that my else will be executed? Right? So I will assign that particular element relying on P2 in my response array. I'll increase the P2, P2 plus plus and K plus plus. Can I say that, people? है ना? I'll also do the K plus plus. Clear है? Right? Now, after that, since I have increased my P1 and P2, and I got in my response 1, 2, and 3, है ना? So now which will be the true if or else? Nilanjan, K is nothing but a pointer to increase in my response array, है ना? I basically, if I deciding whichever I need to increase, like I need to insert, but I also want the position where to insert, right? So K is telling me that you need to insert at this position. If you also see in the code, I'm inserting at kth position. But now my question is, my P1 is 4, P2 is also 4. Now tell me which is true, if or else. But there should be some question, na? See, can I say that 4 is like, just tell me the answer of this. Okay, what is my if is doing? What is my if it's doing? If I'll say if, what do we mean by that? Can I say that this condition is true, then I'll execute this? Can I say that? And if not, if this will be executed, can I say that? Can I say that, everyone? Now tell me the answer of this. 4 is less than 4. It is true or not? नहीं है ना true, है ना? 4 is not less than 4. 4 is equals to 4. So can I say my if is not getting executed and else will be executing? So confusion कहाँ था यहाँ पे guys? Clear है अभी? है ना, ठीक है. So here my else would be getting executed, and I'll be inserting 4 here, and I'll increase P2. Yes or no, everyone? And I'll also increase the K also, right? I should also increase the K to insert one more element here, है ना, right? ठीक है. Now, now, since this is clear to you, all of you, since this is clear to all of you, uh, okay. Now, can I say that? Now, tell me which condition will be true. First of all, tell me which condition will be true. Everyone, if, right, है ना? So I'll insert this 4 here. Oh, sorry. Minute. I think so. Yes. So I will insert this 4 here, and also increase my P1. I'll also increase my K. Now tell me which will be the condition will be true here. Everyone, if, okay, insert 5 here, increment my P1, and increment the K also. K would be here. Now tell me which will be the true one. Which will be true? If, right? Okay. So I'll insert the 6 element here. I'll increment my K. And since there is no element left here in my P1, है ना, P1 के बाद कोई element नहीं है, राइस, राइट? P1 के बाद कोई element नहीं है, राइट, है ना? So P1 has reached to the end. So now just see here carefully, that if you are sorting two arrays, like this is my first array, this is my second array. Now till this particular point of time, you have compared both of them. Now you don't have anything to compare. So can I say you can just put this rest of the element in your response array, and your answer would be sorted, you know? Basically what I'm telling, that if you have like this 1 2, sorry, not 1 2 3 4, you are something having like 8 9 2 1 3, okay, this is what your A1 is. And in my second array I'm just having 10 and 15, you know? So what you will do, you will just compare this two, and rest of the thing would be already been sorted, na, है ना? Right now here I did not take the sorted array example. What I'm telling you is, whatever is there left, you can also put here. Let's say here P2 has come to the end, है ना? P2 has reached to the end. I have put the 6. Now I don't have anything to put, so can I put the rest of the element in my A2 here only? It is also one way of sorting. Yes or no? Everyone, yes or no? है ना? Guys, are you getting my point? How many of you are getting my point, what I was telling? अरे क्या हुआ? So can I say that if from one array the element has exhausted, so we can add all remaining elements from the second array, है ना? So suppose, yeah, okay, I'll repeat that. Okay, suppose मान लो that you are having this array, ठीक है? A1 is equals to 2, 4, 5, and 6. And in my A2, let's suppose you are having 1, 3, 4, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, this is what your point is, right? Now यहाँ तक तो आप दोनों ने insert कर दिया, right? And you are getting your answer like 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 8. These two elements are remaining, so you don't have to worry about that only also, right? Because this was sorted, this till this part time also it will be the sorted one, है ना? So can you just take these elements and put this here? It will be also be the sorted one. Yes or no? Now you are getting my point, Ritik. है ना? That is what I was trying to say here. Now, now I have put the 8 also here. Okay, so can I say this is my sorted array of 8 elements? है ना? है ना? And why I can say that? This can I say that either P1 or P2 will reaches to the end of the array. For the other array, simply the copy the elements in the final answer. There is no need of comparison over there. है ना? You can just simply copy and paste the elements, right? So for that particular purpose, like यहाँ तो P1 exhaust हो गया, right? But it can be also the case where P2 can also be the like reach to the end, है ना? So in that particular both of the case, you need to handle your code in such a way that every remaining array of the other array would be put out in the answer or the response array. Okay, this is what we need to do. Okay, now now can I say that? Okay, let me do one thing. Let me do one thing. Till now, whatever we have done now, till now whatever we have done now, let me put this. Okay, just do one thing. I will just give you some time to look into it, and then after I'll start code for this. Then after I'll start code for this. Everyone please look into it. For both of the approach, we will just code for the second approach, not for the first approach. Okay, so emphasize on this logic. This is my heart. This is my heart of my logic of merge sort also. Okay, we will also use this thing in my merge sort. For those people, they are wondering, we are not solving merge sort till now. We have not started any way merge sort till now. Okay, this is a part of merge sort, so that you can, it will be the way easy to you for you to understand this. So this is what my heart will be of my logic of this question. Okay, so try to learn this, try to see this properly right now, then after I'll code this. Navneet will see about this time complexity of this. Okay, just let's just first understand the concept, then after I'll tell you that. No, Sharat, merge sort will be the easiest one. Okay, don't worry. See it properly and do this particular thing on pen and paper. Okay, solve this thing without looking here. What kind of steps we did without looking here? Solve this on your pen and paper and try to make this response array. For your information, A2 and A2, A1 and A2 with both would be having sorted array. You know? They will be not non-sorted. They will be sorted in your input. I'll say just create an empty array. I'll say we just create an empty array rather than taking or allocating a dynamic space. You know that you will just need m plus n array only, right? So just create that. That's it. Again, you can choose any approach here. There is no restriction. But I am teaching what we felt that in these years, what the students will understand fast and what easier for them. Okay, that is why I have taken this approach. There are many approaches of this as well to do. And in actual merge sort, in just like half an hour, after half an hour, we will be solving this in with recursion. No, Joseph, it will be the in place one. Okay, see, merge sort is what, like, I see till now we have not learned about the merge sort anyway, right? But if you look into this logic, then you can say that this merge sort does not work in place. Okay, both like selection sort and insertion sort, they are they are working in place, but they will never make a copy more than one time, you know. That is why they will not be the part of this merge sort will be not be the part of that, because we need some auxiliaries array, है ना? We need some extra array. Till now I have not taught you what is merge sort. If I'll first teach you, you will get to know that. I was thinking about the stable one. That is why I said no. Am I clear up to this point, everyone? Okay. So let me do one thing. Hmm, just a minute. I think I messed up in my VS Code. Let me open our project. Hmm. Okay, I'm sharing my screen of VS Code. Let me know once you all can able to see that. And yeah, for those who haven't attended this week's doubt session, just I'll recommend that see recording once you will have some time. Okay, there's no compulsion in that, but if you see, I'll feel that it was more productive than any other class. Like it is as productive as any other class. Visible now? Okay. So, just a minute. Today is what? 27th. Okay. So here, let's say no. See, we are not solving merge sort now. We are right now solving a merge sorted array. Okay. It is whenever you want to merge two sorted arrays, we are solving that merge sorted arrays. Till now, merge sort has not started. Okay. Now, what we have learned till now is we will have the function. Let's say I'll name this as merge sorted arrays. In that, I will take input of a1 and a2 as of now. Okay. If I will need some more input, I'll take that. Now, in that, I have let result is equals to, first of all, my result would be my empty array, and I'll have let p1 pointer would be at 0th point, p2 pointer would also be at 0th point, and I'll take k which is also be at my 0th point. Okay. Now what I will do is I'll just do while p1 is less than a1 dot length and p2 p2 less than a2 dot length. Okay, this is what my thing is, right? P2 will be pointer of a2 and p1 is pointer of a1. Now till the point of time both of them is not reached at the end, I need to do my work. Now if a1 of p1 as per my condition, can I say that if my a1 of p1 is less than my a2 of p2, that is what exactly the same what we have learned in our dry code, in our dry run, right? So in that, can I say that if my this condition is true, I'll put this particular, I'll insert at my response of k which element of my, which is my smaller. Okay, so in that my smaller element is what, a1 of p1. And after inserting, I'll do p1 plus plus, and I'll also do k plus plus. Now, if not, then can I say that I'll do exact replica of it? But with I'll insert which is my smaller element. If this condition is false, then a2 will be my smaller element, right? So I'll insert a2 of p2 and I'll increment p2. Okay, right? Now my question was, see, I'll just write the comments here also, so that whenever you are practicing, that will be clear to you. Uh, this is part of my create an array, and I have this as my A1's pointer. This is my A2's pointer. This is of my response pointer. Now, at which particular position I want to insert. Now, can I say that after this code, I have something like this situation. Let's say any one of the element is reached to the end, and someone is still remaining, as per have we have seen the previous condition. So, can I say that after executing this while loop, uh, I need to write some code for P1 has reached to the end, or P2 has reached to the end. I need to write for code for that. So let's say, can I start with this? Let me try that. If my P1 is equals to, it is reached to the end, length, can I say it will be of my A1 dot length? If it is true, then what I need to do, I will push every element in my from my P2 from my A2 array in my response array, right? So I'll do this particular condition where P2 is not equals to A2 dot length. Now from P2 till the end of A2, I need to insert everything in my response of K, A2 of P2. And for after every insertion, I need to do K plus plus, I need to do P2 plus plus. I hope this thing is clear to you. Now, this is the same scenario would be there for P2. If my P2 has come to the end in my A2 array, then I need to I need to insert of my P1 and A1's array in my response array, and I need to take my A1 of P1. I need to increase my P1. This is what mota my code would look like, है ना? Right? And I need to return after that response only. Okay, this is what my code would look like. Okay, this is what we have seen till now. If I'm not wrong, है ना? Let's see the code. Let's see how it is executing. Now, node merge sorted arrays.js. Okay, we haven't passed any input in that. We have not passed any input in that. So let's say if I'll pass some input in that, console.log merge sorted arrays. In that, in my first thing, I'll take the exact thing what we have seen in my example. Let's say 2, 4, 5, 6. And in my second array, I had 1, 3, 4, 8. Okay, let's see what it is giving me the output. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 8. Clear, everyone? So for your understanding, I will just do one thing. See this, try to implement it right now on your own system. Okay? I think so. You are clear with this because this is what we have seen till now. Please show code in full, but I think so. How? Do one thing. I'll do one thing. Just a second. This is what my first part, and I will copy that. Yeah, this is what my second part. I'll copy that. Wait for a second. Copy that here. Okay, and output is pretty much clear. Now I'll share my OneNote. This is what your code is. It is not a different line, Priyanshu. Let me see. It's not a different line. It's the same line. Okay. It's in same line. It's only one array if you see. All you can see the code, or we need to zoom. Let me zoom it out. Can you see the code now? Can you see the code now? Now it's visible. You know? See this, implement this on your own, and we are not in hurry anyway. Okay? Take your time, try to understand this bit detail, because in merge sort this is a one part which we'll be using. Okay? That is why I explained that. After this, we'll start actual merge sort. Okay? This is not a merge sort at all. This is a just a algorithm to sort two sorted arrays. है ना? Merge two sorted arrays. Why p2 not equals to, where is that? In which line? If part, it is not equals to, it is equals to. If you see, right? P1 is equals to a1 dot length. That is what you are telling me. And p2 is equals to a2 dot length. That is what you're telling me. In the left side, in the left side, where is not condition? I haven't put any kind of not condition here. This line, okay, in the while loop. In the while loop, you are telling me. Okay, so what we need to do is, this is the same here. Okay, this is not a different thing. This if loop and this if, it's both are same, है ना? So don't confuse. Okay, do not confuse here. Let me write it, otherwise you will write some wrong code. I have just copy and paste, since you can see that this is not the thing, है ना? You can start from here. Okay, now if you see here, my p1 is equals to a1 dot length. If this is the case, then can I say that everyone from p2 I need to copy from on my response array? Everything from my a2 array I need to assign back to my response array. This is what it is doing. This is what it is doing the same. अरे अभी तो देखा था हमने नीलांजन, भूल गए? Just a second, I'll show you. Where it was? Yeah, I deleted that, but we saw that in my first element, in my first array, let's say I have 2 2 3 4 5. In my second array I have 1 2 3 4 5 6. So can I say after this 6 would be left? So in my array I can simply put it out like this. This is what it is doing. From my a2 array, it is just putting in my response array. Okay, now just a minute. Take your time, execute it. Dipanshu, ideally should not show any error, because if you assign it or if you push it, this both tasks would be the same. Okay, yeah, I got you. See, if you push it now, this push would be at some particular, that's the last location, right, Dipanshu? If you take the push, then it will be of the last location, right? And what we are doing, we are doing response of k is equals to a2 or of p2, or response of k is equals to a1 of p1. So we are pushing it, or we are inserting it at kth position. So you need to somewhat bit modify your code if you want to use push. Please explain the last if condition after while loop. So Navneet, you got about this particular first condition of while loop? Have you got about this condition? What just Nilanjan has asked, this condition was, it's explainable, like you can explain that, like you know that what is mean? Yes or no? Navneet? Navneet, you know that I just explained that whenever you are having like this 1 2 3 4, and here I'm just having uh 0 1 2. So can I say after sorting or after inserting this element in my response array like this, 0 1 1 2 2 3, this 4 is left, correct? So can I say I have to just insert this 4 here? It will make no sense, right? Navneet, the same case we are doing here. Either P1 is reaches to the end of the element, or P2 is reaching to the end of the element. है ना? So here I'm taking every element from A2. Here I'm taking every element of A1, and I'm pushing back into response. है ना? Yes, Joseph, in the push, it should be also be the same, but with little bit code modification. You guys can able to do that with push? Yes or no? Have you tried that? Dipanshu, you able to solve your query? Not yet. Um. Okay. So actually, let me try with push. Okay, I'll paste that code to you. You don't need to do anything else, I think. So in the place of response of k is equals to a1 of p1. Instead of that, just try response dot push a1 of p1. That will do your job. Okay, you have shared your paste link. Just a minute. Let me check. See here you did some other conditions and all. I will see what I'll do is I'll just share this one. Okay, just a second. It is giving me the result. Okay, I have tried that. Oh, okay. Can you see my screen, everyone? Dipanshu, right? See, what I did is result dot push a1 of p1, result dot push a2 dot p2, push, right? Everywhere I just used push, and I just saved my program. And if I'll do the clear screen, see, it is giving me the same result. Yes or no? There might be some other issue with your code, Dipanshu. Okay, check it. Okay, guys, I'm giving you some more 5 minutes. Please try to look into it. But because if you understand this, your half job is done in Mudsort. Okay, so spend some more time in that. I'm giving you some more time without interrupting. You can write the code right now for 5 minutes. It's exactly 8, sorry, 9, 19. We'll start at 9:24. Okay, ठीक है, great Dipanshu, that working fine. चलो, everyone else please complete it as soon as possible. You have time till 9:24, exact 5 minutes. Okay, so I think so you're done. Okay, who is pending? Anyone is still doing the task or they are done? If they are done, then we can move ahead. Pending, ठीक है, चलो कोई बात नहीं. No problem. Do this thoroughly. I will wait. Okay, no problem. Do this thoroughly. Rupesh, first of all, tell me if is loop. Rupesh, what is if? After the while loop. But which while loop? Okay, this one you are telling me to explain the second picture. Rupesh, I just explained to Navneet, to Nilanjan. Okay, so anyone who is feeling that they are not comfortable in this particular thing, just a second. Rupesh, can you please turn? Can you please be like raise your hand? I'll solve that particular confusion. No problem. Please raise your hand. I'll explain that. Okay, am I audible?
Yeah, hi sir. So, sir, I got till what you explained this while loop. I
Okay.
mean, you're comparing the elements, the size of the first element of both the list or both the arrays, right?
Yeah.
And you're accordingly you're appending them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, first you're comparing the zeroth element of both of them. If any one of it is the less, then you're appending to the new list, right?
Here. Here.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yes. Now I'm comparing whichever element is smaller. I'm pushing that into here. If this A1
Yes,
of P is not
right.
smaller than that, then we'll come
Hmm.
back to else and we'll push that element to response dot array. है ना?
Yes, right.
Right.
So, yes. So
So
after that, sir, what exactly I'm not getting if
okay.
P1 equal to A1 dot length, why are you comparing that?
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
P1 will, it will take time to be the length of that, right?
Okay. So for that,
Hmm.
okay. See here, my elements two arrays are of same length. Can I say that?
Yes.
So in this particular case, if you remove this code, na, it will make no sense. है ना? If you remove this particular code or not, it
Mm-hmm.
will make no difference. But suppose मान लो कि if you are having like this 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9,
Hmm.
10 like this. ठीक है? This is your
Yes.
first array. In my
Right.
second array, I have 1, 3, 4, 8 like this.
Right.
Okay? ठीक है? So
Yes.
now tell me, everyone listen to me. Everyone listen to me. Everyone from the class, please see in the screen. See, my P1 will be point to here, P2 will point here, and my K will point here in my response array. Right? This is what we've seen
Yes.
till now in my algorithm. Yes or no?
Yes.
I'll compare here. I'll just compare whichever is smaller, A1 of P1 or A2 of P2. Whichever is smaller in between of this one, right?
P2.
So can I say
Yes.
that if part is executing, right?
Yes.
है ना? So here it will be 1. My P2 will increase. K will also increase, right? Rupesh,
Yes, sir. Yes.
है ना? Between on in this 2 and 3, now my 2 will be true. So can I say that it will be point to here, and 2 will insert here, K will be
Okay.
increment, right?
Okay. Yes.
From this, can I say that 3 smaller, so 3 will be insert here, K will be
Yes.
incremented, P2 will be incremented,
Implemented. Yes. 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 Getting the clarity, sir. Yes. Sir.
right?
Yes.
From this, can I
Yes.
say this both are equal? So this my else part would executing. So it is nothing but my P2 will increment. This is clear,
Right. Yes.
right? And my K4 will be inserted and K will be incremented.
Right.
From this, can I say this P1 will be incremented because 4 is smaller, 4 and 8, right? Now
Yes.
here 5 is smaller, so 5 will be inserted,
Yes.
right? 6 is
Yes.
smaller, 6 will
6.
insert,
Yes.
it will be gone here. 8, now here, see, again my P2 will be incremented, right?
Right.
But there is no
Yes.
space here left, right? So can I say that this P2 of 8 will be inserted here,
Yes.
K will be pointed here. Now since you do not have anything here, है ना?
Hmm.
So can I
Hmm.
say that
Right.
your this while loop will come to an end because this condition will be false?
Right, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Getting
Yes.
my
Yes,
point?
sir. Yes, sir.
Exactly getting my
Because
point? है
yes.
ना? Because this is end condition, right? So this both has to be true.
Yes.
है ना? Because
Yeah.
my A2
Yeah.
dot length is what? A2 dot length is what? 4. And my right now my
Yes.
P2 is what? 5. 5 is
Right.
less than 4. It's not true. So it will not go
Yes.
inside this loop. है ना?
Right.
So can I say that this will be executing now? Now I'll tell you the role of this.
Yes.
See, right now my remaining elements are what? 9 and 10. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? So let's just
So,
debug this. Let's
yeah,
debug
sir. So
this.
now at this condition, the whole while loop has stopped, right?
Yeah, this while loop has stopped. Now we are
Okay.
at this position.
Okay.
Okay. So now see, if my P1 is equals to A1 dot length, it is true? No. Because A1 dot length is what? 4 and 7. And P1 is
Yes.
pointing to somewhere. Uh, Here I guess so. We deleted that, but we'll guess that P1 will point here.
8. Yes.
Not here. Yeah, here. Yes, because P2 is
There only.
P2 was incremented, right? Anna.
Yes.
So now what we are doing is this is not true. So can I say this will be true now? A P2 is equals to A2 dot length. It is true, right?
Hmm.
Anna? Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? So can I say
Yes.
that this while loop will get execute?
Yes, sir.
So till the point of time my P1 is not equals to A1 dot length, that does mean that till the point of time this 9 and 10 with not inserted into this, that is how my P1 will point to this last position or the after that position, right? So can I say till that particular position what I'm doing? Response of K is equals to A1 of P1. That does mean that response of K was pointing to this position. So response of K is what? A1 of P1. है ना?
P1.
Right? P1 was
Yes.
9 till now. है ना?
9.
Right? So
Yes.
9 was incremented, 9 was inserted, 10 was also inserted, K1
Okay. Yes.
plus plus P1 plus plus every time was doing, and once it
Yes.
is go and once it has reached to the end of the point of time, now my
Mm-hmm.
P1 this condition would be false just like this, you know, and you will return
Okay.
response. That is how it is working, and that is how I told you that whatever elements are there, you need to
Mm-hmm.
simply copy and paste here. There is no rocket science here.
Sir, but if the 10 would be before then 9, then how would we have
I
compared
told
that?
that in your input it is
Hmm.
always sorted. If you hear my words,
Okay.
see,
Okay.
I have written here somewhere. See, it is what?
Yes. Yes. Merge
Sorted,
to
है ना?
sorted
It is
array.
also called as merge to sorted arrays,
Yes.
right?
Okay. So, sir, once again, please show that code of if else. Okay. So over here, whenever one of the array is getting full, or yes, yes, getting. So now over here, P2 was equal to A2 dot length. Okay. P2. Okay. Let's just have P2.
ठीक है?
Just a moment, sir.
Okay, see that
So,
properly, no problem.
Okay, so over here in the second for loop, why did that execute? Because the P2, the count of the P2 was equal to the length of the array,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Okay, okay. Then what we did was while P1 not equal to
So P1
P1
was
dot length.
P1 was pointing to
Hmm,
here,
hmm,
right? So while it
right.
is not reaching to the end, insert
Yes,
every elements without comparing anything. Insert this position at response of k. Can you see that?
yes, yes.
Every time
Got it.
this
Yes,
loop will run,
yes, yes, sir.
and
Yes, I got it.
once it is reached here, it is what equals to my a1 dot length. Now, so this
Yes,
condition will be false. It is come out
yes,
of
sir.
the loop and it will be return response.
Yes,
Correct
sir.
है?
Yes, yes.
ठीक है?
So this return res. Okay. So just a
Response
moment,
is
sir.
what? This array.
The
We are just
array. Yes.
returning this.
Yes. Yes. Okay, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir. Got it. Yes, sir. One more thing I wanted to say was that, sir, really, I like your teaching a lot. I mean, so much down to earth you are, and really, you're putting much efforts in clearing the very silly doubt as well. Really, thank you, sir, for that.
Thank you. No problem. Welcome. You're most welcome.
Really, thank you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. So Priyanshu will calculate its time complexity because the same logic we will insert in our merge sort. Okay. This is a part of the merge sort problem. Now, so suppose if I say that in my merge sort, if I have three modules like A, B, and C, this B and C of this module. Okay. So in merge sort only we'll calculate the entire complexity. So we'll get to know that. Okay. Anyone is having any other doubt? Yes, Dipanshu, many times you will feel that uh, logics that are mentioned in that particular sites, they are more complex, you know. So you have to think on your own also. Sometimes, not every time. Some of the time they are like more easy way they have, but anyways, better you have to choose that. Okay, that will come with the practice. No worries. Okay, Priyanshu, what do you now get? Okay, so I told you that suppose in my mod sort, this is not my mod sort at all, है ना? This is what we have learned is we learned that how to merge two sorted arrays. This is not my mod sort. Okay, this is my part of my merge sort. So can I say, if I say that if my merge sort is having three parts like A, B, and C, we have done this B and C by using this. Okay, this is nothing but my merge two sorted arrays. We are remaining this A or some other modules also. Okay, in that we'll calculate everything. We'll calculate the complexity of merge sort, not this particular parts. Okay. Okay. So yeah, in that on that particular note, we'll take a break. In the break time, if you have some time, then look into it. Otherwise, we'll solve in the merge sort and we'll see everything again. Okay. In after the break, we'll solving the merge sort. Okay. So we'll take 15 minutes of break now, and we'll come back at 9:48. We'll back at 9:48. Push method solution. Okay, I have okay, I did that. You did not, you need not to do anything. Just a second, I'll also post that. Okay, I'll paste the entire code in chat section, or else I'll just do a commit in GitHub. Okay, with the push, you can see the code in GitHub if you want to see. Let me commit that. You can see the code in the GitHub. It has been committed. Okay, we'll be meet after the break. We'll meet after break. Okay, bye. I'm audible. Welcome back. Okay. ठीक है. So just a second. Hmm. Huh. So whatever we have learnt till now, na, that was sufficient for the base of mud sort. Now we can start comfortably about the mud sort. Okay? And I'll tell you in detail about this mud sort now. Okay. So what is needed in this is, see, mud sort basically is working on a concept. Okay? That concept is known as divide and conquer. This is a concept, or we can say is algorithmic paradigm. In that algorithmic, just a second. Okay, so this divide and conquer is particularly a terminology, or we can say based on that also you can solve many questions. Okay, so try to understand in detail what is that. Okay, so see what is divide and conquer. As per name suggests that you keep on dividing it, or you keep on dividing your bigger problem into smaller problem until you will feel that there is no possibility of dividing further. Till then you need to divide it, and after that you need to conquer that. It is what the divide and conquer is. It is a algorithmic paradigm, as I said, and it is a class of problem. You know, there are many problems that can be solved from this. So basically what I told till now is, let's say if you have this bigger problem, correct? Now this bigger problem needs to be divided into the smaller problem as per we have seen in the recursion, right? Okay, this further needs to be divided into the smaller problem. Now after this there is no possibility of dividing it them further. Okay, so that will be our base case. Like I'm comparing with recursion. It is not work actually as recursion here. Okay, till the point of time you need to divide it, and once you will feel that there is no possibility of dividing further, you need to merge them. Okay, you need to merge them. This will be my final result. Okay, okay. So basically you will have a bigger problem. You need to divide them into a smaller problem and conquer them to form a result. Okay, for an example, if I take the example, that will be much clear to you. Let's say I have this divide and conquer. In that I will take the values 14, 33, 27, 10, 35, 19, 42, and 44. This is my values. Like, so first you need to keep on dividing it. Okay, first you need to keep on dividing it until and unless you cannot divide further. And we always divide problem by half. Okay, that is a most thing, that whenever you will divide now, you always divide it by half only. There is no other possibilities apart from that. Now instead of sorting, I'll divide into the half. Okay, this entire array, instead of sorting, I'll divide them into half. So let's say if I'll divide them into half, then what I'll get? I'll get here 14, 33, 27, and 10. And this side I will be having 35, 19, 42 and 44. This is what I will have in this side. By dividing it to the half, I'll get this. Now there is a possibility of further dividing. Okay, so let's do that. I'll keep divide them further. Now remember, whenever you have to divide, you need to divide from the half only. Okay, so if you divide this, you will get 1433. If you divide this, 27 and 10. Similarly, there is further possibility of division, right? So I'll do that. 14 and 33. Now in this point, I do not have any possibilities to divide further. Yes or no? Because there is only a single element in this particular case. Hai. So I'll come back. Now here there is a possibility of dividing. That is what? 27 and 10. Now there is again no possibility of dividing further. I'll come back. I did that task. I did this task. I'll come back. I did this task of dividing. I'll come back. Now I'll continue with this. So here the same process will go on. I'll divide this from half, 42 and 44. Again, I'll divide that 35, 19, 42, 44. There is no possibility of dividing it further. Come back. There is no possibility of dividing it further. Come back, and this is my case. Now, after this, till this particular point of time, we divided it. Okay, that is the first part of it. We divided it, right? So can I say that this is my base case? This will be my base case because I do not have luxury to divide further. The moment you cannot divide further, then start merging them, start conquering them. That is something called as my conquering. Okay, so what will I do now? Now you need to remember that while conquering, there is a particular thing that you need to take care of. You need to sort them while need to conquer them. So can I say that just now we have learned how to merge two sorted arrays? So can I say these are my sorted arrays? Like individual thing, like there is only individual array, right? So can I say this is my sorted? Yes or no? Hai. So can I say that if I have to merge them or if I have to conquer them, can I say that I have to use the previous thing of just what we have learned, merge two sorted arrays, right? Okay. So if you apply that particular thing of merge two sorted arrays here, you will realize that it is nothing but my P1. Okay. In that particular thing, it is nothing but my P1 will be this, P2 will be this, and if I'll merge them, I'll get 14 and 33. Since my P1 is less than P2, I'll push them first 14, P2 will come at last. Correct? Hai? ठीक है? Everyone? Similar to this here also, we will be doing the same process. Okay. Now here my answer was P1. Hai na? This was my P1. Here my P1 is this, P2 is this. If I combine both of them, my P1 is not less than P2. So my P2 will come in my response array first. Hai na? Like this. Okay. Hai na? So here, this is what my P2 is. Okay. Similar to this case also, 19 would become first. Similar to here also, 42 will become first. Now, if I need to merge this, can I say this are merged like this? These two entire individual array are sorted, like 14 and 33 are sorted, right? It is what? Nothing but my A1. This is what? My A2. Hai na? Yes or no? Okay. So if I need to merge both of them, both sorted arrays, can I say that I need to apply the same thing as I used to do before? We have learned previously, merge two sorted arrays, right? So if you do that, can I say that, like I told you, right, that in this particular position, either this element, like either first element of my A1 would come or first element of A2 would come, depending on the input, right? Since my 14 is not less than 10, can I say this 10 would come here, right? And P2 will get increase, right? P2 will come here. Now, can I say that P1 is less than P2? So my P1 will be here, 14. P1 will again increase, right? P1 will be here, P2 will be here. Now, can I say that P1 is not less than P2? Then my 27 will come here, and whatever is left, it will come here. Can I say that, people? You getting my point? Why we have learned that particular algorithm first? Similar to here also, we will do that. 19, 35, 42, and 44. Now, if you need to merge both of them, now see, my input is already sorted. This two individual input is already sorted. 10, 14, 20, and 33 sorted. 19, 35, 42, 44 sorted. Now, if you do the same, if you apply the same theorem what we have learned previously, you will realize that it is nothing but 10, 14, 19, 27, 33, 35, 42, and 44. This is what my answer would look like. Yes or no? It was damn simple if you understood the previous thing. And I hope everyone has understood that. Now, up to this to this is my phase of dividing. Okay, this is what my divide. And from this to this, I had conquered them, or I have merged them. Okay, this is what my conquer. So that is why it is called as divide and conquer. Okay, merge sort is based on divide and conquer thing. Okay. Okay. Now, based on that, you need to do this particular thing. I hope everyone got this particular point. I hope everyone is clear up to this. Nilanjan, are you clear? Nilanjan, Dipanshu, Deepak, Rupesh, Ritik, clear everyone? Okay. So from this, if you are clear with this now, then what you need to do is, actually, just a minute here. Chalo. So you need to solve this for me. The question for here is 33, 27, 12, let's say 3, 6, 41, and let's say last element would be your 7. You need to sort this by divide and conquer. Question clear hai sabko? Problem statement is clear. What is expected? What if number of elements is odd? Oh yeah. I'll come into that. Okay, I'll come into that. It will be the same. See, Priyanshu, if you have this is my what odd element, right? So find middle of this. What you will do? First 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So can I say 0 plus 6 by 2 would be my middle? Nothing but my 3. Okay, so this will be my middle one. Do the same thing, do the same operation like this. Okay, in your notebooks. Parag, with the sort, see, with this particular sort, what you can achieve. See, in this particular sort function, it is what basically expecting a function to sort, right? Right? So you need to write a function for that. Now, basically what I need to do, it is like a basic function or a naive function for this. It will just sort your every two values. If you do a minus b, then if your a minus b greater than 0, equals to 0 or less than 0, based on that, it will sort. Similar to in the case of b minus a. But if you want to sort like a custom thing, let's say if you are working with Google Flights, okay, so in Google Flights there are some filters which will be telling you that which flight is non-stop, which flight is having no VIP treatment. On the basis of that also user can sort or apply or filters based on that, right? So that is what it is, what coming into like this algorithms only. It will be developed based on this algorithms only. With dot sort you can just sort the basic things, not this kind of advanced things. For everyone else, please try to make it this tree using this inputs. Let me know once you are done. And just to know, like notes now is like perfect na, like notes right now is it's okay. Whatever I'm uploading, you are finding any issues with that? Because on one class I think that some of the people are complaining that only pink line was there. Whatever I'm notes uploading in the GitHub, you are finding it like it's in the proper way. Apart from that only, apart from that one, remaining are okay na? Okay, ठीक है, okay. So Nilanjan, if you have something, some like odd numbers, let's say if you are having number 11. So if you want to find middle of the 11 number, what you will do? You will just do 11 by 2, है ना? So 11 by 2 is what? 5.5, but you will just consider 5. Similar case will go here. You will do pass int. So Joseph, I'm doing parsing. That does mean that whatever you have in, but like in, I suppose if I'm having 5.9, if you do parsing, it will give you just integer number of 5. It will not round off. Okay. Okay. So let me do that. Let me solve this. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, Nilanjan. Okay. Suppose if I'm having this particular question. Okay. So what you will do? What kind of approach that you will consider? Suppose first of all I need to divide in the two parts, right? So I'll divide that in two parts. First will be 33, 27, and 12. Second would be 3, 6, 41, and 7. Again, I need to divide it further. So I'll get 33. Here I'll get 27, 12. Right. Again, I'll divide that into 27 and 12. Now note that here 33 was not divisible, right? 33 was having exceeded, but it is, I have just continued here so that you will be able to understand that. Okay, it will make no sense to write this here, but just for understanding I'm writing it. Now in this particular part, now let's say first of all let's sort, like let's just do our work in the left tree. Now after this, till now we divided it, now we'll merge this. So I'll merge 12, 27. I'll again merge this 12, 27, 33. Now again, I did my task what is required here. Okay, I did my task what is required here. Okay, now here I will go here and I'll divide it for the 3, 6, 7. Okay, let's say 41 and 7. Okay, till now we are just dividing it. Fine. After that we'll do 3, 6. Here we'll do 41 and 7. After that we'll merge that 3, 6, 17, 41. We'll again merge that 3, 6, 17, 41. Now we need to we need to make our final operation of merging 12, sorry, it will be 3, 6, 12, 17, 27, 33 and 41. This would be something what my final answer would look like. I hope everyone aligns with me right now. Nilanjan, 741, it's 7. Where? Okay, I considered it as 17 here. Okay, it's 7. So I like consider that it's 17. Okay, but if I'll consider 17, my question would be wrong. Anyway, you get the gist now. What I was talking, or else let me do it properly. Okay, 7. Then I had this here 7. I had this here 7, and I will have this here 7 and 12. Now it's okay. Now it is okay. 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 So if you guys are clear with this, let's implement this. Let us implement this. Okay. So see, now see carefully. I need your attention for just few minutes. Otherwise, it's okay. I have this array. I have my starting point in 0, and I'll have my ending point. Okay. Ending point would be what my a dot length minus 1. This is what my ending point would be. And I will write my function merge sort. Inside that, I'll take input of my array, my starting point, and my ending point. Okay, my starting point would be of 0, ending point would be a dot length minus 1. Now inside of this, I'll write entire code. What will I write? Okay, okay. When we start and end both point towards the same element, we hit the base case. Can I say that? As soon as my start and end point, suppose man lo ki my starting point is also this, ending point also this, so can I say this is something about my base case? है ना? Okay. So whenever I will have my start and end both points toward the same thing, I'll say that this is my base case. So inside that I'll write that if my start is greater than or equals to end, I hit my base case. Correct है? Greater than कभी होगा नहीं, but for safer side I return that every time it will be equals to. ठीक है? I should return if I hit this case. Okay, this is nothing but my base case. Now, uh, can I say that every time I need to find my middle of the point? You know, every time I'll find my middle point. So can I say my where mid would be something start plus end divided by 2. Now, since I'm using this division operation, can I say it will be my parse int? You know, Navneet, Nilanjan, are you clear with my point now? Right? Okay. Now, can I say that after this, after using this, I need to again call this merge sort? recursively. See it carefully what I'm passing now. Okay. I'll again call my merge sort after finding this mid element. I'll again call my merge sort with the array. My starting point will be at first my start till the middle of the point, and I'll again call my merge sort from starting point. Now my would be mid plus 1 till my end point. Okay, so basically what I did is I called my merge sort first time for this left side of thing. For this thing I called one time, for this thing I called one time. For the left hand side I called with my start plus, like start and end. Okay, end would be my mid. So from starting till the middle of the point of time, call one time. From middle plus 1, that is what this. From this to this, call second time, mid plus 1 to end. Okay, this is what mid plus 1. I am clear with this particular point. Am I clear? So basically I had this particular array, right? So I'll find the midpoint of it. Let's say 0 plus start by 2. Okay, 0, let's say 0 plus 5 by 2. Let's say I have 5 elements on it. Okay, 0 plus 5 by 2, that is what? 2. Okay, so I'll call my first of all start till the 0 1 2 till this. Okay, from start till mid I'll call one time this. From mid plus 1 till the end I'll call the second time. Now, and it will basically do what? It will divide it like this, start plus mid, start and end like this, and here it will do this. Now again here also it needs to be done the same operation. You find the mid, call the same thing until the point of time it will not becoming the single element. That is what my base case. Then after we need to merge them. Now this merging part I'll tell you how to do it, but this dividing part, how many of you clear? Clear है? ठीक है? Okay, Joseph. Okay, now I'll tell you how my base case will hit. I'll tell you how my base case will hit. So now, guys, can I say that if I'm having 5 number of elements, okay? If I'm having my 5 number of elements, let's say, मान लो कि this is what my array is. I'll find mid. I'll find mid first, okay? And I'll call that particular element, okay? I'll call my merge sort for the left hand side and right hand side. From for here also, just a second, it will be something like big. I'll find mid and I'll do the merge sort. So one thing would be like this. Okay, this is what I have called my merge sort. Now again I'll find mid. I'll again call my merge sort. Now again I'll find mid. I'll call my merge sort. Again I'll find mid. I'll call my merge sort. Again I'll find mid. I'll call the merge sort. Till the point of time it will become the single element. You know. So until that point of time I have to call it, and whenever it is my single element I will just do return. Okay, okay, okay. Now the entire code I'll say, but can I say that after merging, like after dividing it by using this merge sort, can I say that I need to call now the merge to sorted array function, merge to sorted array function with the arguments of array start, and I'll also have my mid and end. This is nothing but what we have learned. Okay, this is my individual array. This is already sorted, so I have to call this function to merge this to get this output. Can I say that? Can I say that? Then am I clear? For an example, let me take a solution. Let me take a problem. Okay, let me take a problem. For those they have not understood this, let me take a problem and I'll debug this along with you. Okay, we will do a dry run for this. So मान लो कि okay, let me do one thing. Let's consider that you are having, just a second. Okay, let's consider that you are having this array. of 8 elements. Okay, from 0 to 7. Can I say that? If I having 8 elements, then can I say it will be of 0 to n, 0 to 7? Yes or no? Right? Okay. Now, can I say that I'll call my mod sort first with my array? My start will be 0 and my ending. Okay, my ending would be what? 7. Okay, I'll call this. Now inside that I'll find mid. So mid will be what? 0 plus 7 by 2. That is what? 3. Okay, so somewhere down the line 3 would be my mid for my first call. Now, okay, so it will be look like something this. 0 to 7. Here I have 3. So this is what my mid would be. Okay. Okay. Now what I'll do here, that what I did is, if you have clearly observe, then I had this mod sort array 0 7. From here I called my mod sort array start would be 0 and my mid. You know, if you see here what we did, array start and my mid. Okay, this is what my first call. Yes or no? Right? You know, and from this also I'll call mod sort array mid plus 1. Now this is my mid, so mid plus 1 is what? 4. And my end. You know, see here, this is what my mid plus 1 and end. Can I say that? Can I say that this would happen, everyone? Right? Now after that, basically what we do, see, till now I called this mod sort. Okay, I checked whether my if start greater than or equals to end or not. It's not, so I'll consider this. I have found my mid, and I found my mid. That is what? My 3. Okay, I called this mod sort with, I call this the same function of my mod sort recursively, the same function with the different arguments, array start and mid. Now here my start and mid was 0 and 3. Correct? Till now everyone is with me? So I call this. So again, this will be hit with the different argument, array 0 and 3. Okay, now again start is not greater than or equals to end. It will again find mid. So can I say this time my mid would be 0 plus 3 by 2? It will be 1. Can I say that? Yes or no? Can I say that it will be my 0 plus 1 by 2? But till this particular point of time, see, this 2 lines has executed yet? No. I went here, I found 0 plus 7 by 2. Initially I got 3, so that I found this array of 0 3. So till now this has not executed, है ना? This will only be executed once I'll execute this. But this only be execute once this recursive thing will give me the response. Yes or no? We already know recursive calls. This would be in the stack till the point of time this is not giving me response. This is be considered as my self work, and this both task right now. Although in my self work I have again another call, but can I say if I'm not getting this, this 2 statements are not yet executed till now? Can I say that? I hope everyone is with me right now. So Nazmeen, okay, yeah. So I guess so. It was no by mistake. Yes or no? Or else I'll explain once again everything. Nazmeen, okay. So now till the point of time this particular thing has not been executed. So from this particular position, I called my function of mod sort again, but this time I had 0 as my starting index, 0 my starting index, and 3 as my ending index, or can I say my mid. So this mid will be copied into this. So I'll again find my mid. This is nothing but 0 plus 3 by 2. That is nothing but my 1. Can I say that? And I'm clear with this. I'm hoping so. And so for this I made a call. I got 0 plus 3 by 2, that is 1. So can I say I will again call this? I'll again call. So see, this branch has not been executed here, so I'll not write it right now. Okay, I just call this, and then after I found that there's another recursive call, so I'll do mod sort again with 0 plus 3 by 2. That is what? 1. So I'll call this array. My start would be anyway 0, and I'll say 1. Right? So and we will make call again. है ना? Is my start is greater than equals to end right now? Is my start is greater than or equals to end? No, है ना? It is not, right? So on that case, what we need to do, we'll find mid. Okay, we'll find mid now. Mid is what? 0 plus 1 by 2. It is what? 0 only, right? Okay, yes or no? So can I say it is nothing but my mod sort of array start with 0 and mid is also 0, है ना? Now see, this is nothing but my positions, yes or no? Okay, we have to start from 0 and from 0. This is nothing but what? Single element. This is what? Nothing but my base case, है ना? Okay, so I hit my base case here. Okay, that means you simply return from this call. Okay, now the code come back to mid plus 1 wala code, है ना? Now your code of your first execution has been come back to here. This line will now execute because you do not have anything left. Yes or no? Okay, where, so now this call, where you made this particular call, from where you made this particular call of mid plus 1 to end. Okay, so in that particular thing, can I say that from this I returned to this, just a second, can I say that I returned from this to this? Now there is another possibility here. Okay, so I completed one possibility, but there is another one more branch that I need to call from here. Okay, that is what I now I till now I called start and mid, you know. Now I need to call what? Mod sort array mid plus 1 to the end. Okay, mid plus 1 is what? 1, and end is what here? 1. Can I say that, everyone? Yes or no? है ना? Right, so it is again my base case. I have to start from 1, end from 1, right? Okay, again you have hit the base case, so you will come back here. Okay, on the same code. Now if you see in the code, you did this, now this line will execute, है ना? Mod to sorted array, yes or no? Right, so you need to call the merge to sorted array now. So and whatever there in your 0th and first index will basically be sorted now, है ना? ठीक है, so if you see here, if you see in this particular point, your array would be sorted. Okay, if you call this merge to sorted array, this array and this array would be sorted on this would be returned to this. Now from this also there is another possibility, है ना? There is what? Mod sort array start is 0, mid plus mid plus 1 to end, right? So mid plus 1 is what? 3 plus 1, 4 to the end. End is what? End is what here, everyone? Everyone? Oh, sorry, I did a mistake here. From here you returned here, from here you returned here. Now from here you need to call this merge sort with array. Now tell me what will be the index of this here. Tell me the index here. Am I audible? Rupesh, please refresh your page. Rupesh, please refresh your page. Nilanjan, it will not be the 4 and 7 here, because see, what is my starting index here? 0, and my index here 3, right? So this 4 and 7 would be part of this. If you're telling me na, that 4 and 7 will be part of this, not of this. Okay, try to find the index of this here. What should be the index of this here? Yes, Dipanshu is right. Dipanshu has a point that it should be 2 and 3. Now tell me how it is 2 and 3. You already know the code, है ना? We already did the steps. Array start mid, array mid plus 1 end. Now your end is what? 3. What is your mid? 3 plus 1 by 2. 3 plus 1 by 2. It is what? 2. Yes or no? right? है ना? Sorry, c plus 0 by 2, it is what? 1, है ना? So 1 plus 1 is what? 2, mid plus 1, है ना? Yes or no? Everyone getting my point? You need to find mid of this, that is what? 0 plus 3 by 2, that is what? 1. Now it is what? Mid plus 1 you need to call. So mid plus 1 is what? 1 plus 1 is what? 2, 2 and 3, right? है ना? So for this you need to do the task. For this you need to do the task. So now if you talk about this, for this particular thing you will be again having this merge sort array. Starting is 2 to the mid, 3 plus 2 by 2, it is what? 5 by 2, it is what? 2. So from 2 to, it's what? My base case, है ना? Yes or no? And there is another case here, that is what? Merge sort array mid plus 1 by 2. Now what is mid here? Is 2. So can I say it will be 3 comma and is what? 3. Am I up? Everyone is up to, till the point it's with me? Yes or no? It is my base case, it is my base case, it is my base case, it is my base case. Till now we have found the 4 base cases. Correct hai? Right? है ना? Similar case you need to do for this. Okay? So I'll write that in the bottom of my page because there is no space left here. So this is what my left tree will look like, and I'll do the code of this array 0, 7 for the right tree only here. Okay? So for the right tree, what is your formula? Mid plus 1 by 2, right? है ना? Yes or no? So what is the mid here? 7 plus 0 by 2. This what? 4. Now can I say that my mid plus 1 would be 5? So can I say it will be my 5 comma 7? Right? है ना? Yes or no? It will be 3. Sorry. I did a mistake. Yes, it's 3. 3 plus 1 will be 4. Can I say it will be the 4 comma 7? है ना? Yeah, right. My bad. है ना? Right. So it will be 4 comma 7. Now from again here, can I say that again two cases? Array start will be my 4 and mid will be what? 7 plus 4 by 2. 11 by 2 is what? 5. Can I say that? From here also, can I say it will be again two parts? Array 4 comma 4, because 5 plus 4 is what? 9. 9 by 2 is what? 4. 4 comma 4 is what? My base case. I have hit my base case. Now again from this, can I say that my merge sort would be array mid plus 1? Mid is what? 5 plus 2. 5 plus 4 by 2, it is what? 9 by 2. 9 by 2 is what? 4. Can I say it will be my 5 comma 5? It is again my base case. So can you see I am finding base case for every elements now? Similarly for this particular right hand side you can develop like it will be what? Merge sort of 6 and 7 you will get. You will return from this, and you will merge everything out. Am I clear now? How it's working? And every time you are calling the same thing in recursion, and with the recursion, see how small is your code. Okay? Although we need to develop or we need to do some changes on this particular function, whatever we have written in the first go, it will not run as it is. With the small tweak, it will run. So can we go with implementation? But before that, I will highly recommend, please see what we did till now. Okay? Please see it out what we did till now. What is base case is returning? Divyanshu, it is returning nothing. If you see in the code, what is returning? It is returning nothing, na? See here. See, this is just a concept. Okay, this dividing thing and conquering thing is just a concept. It is not actually working as it is. Okay, if you see if you debug now, it will not do like this. We are using recursion concept. That is why I'm explaining like this. Okay, but in the real world, it will be working like same thing as recursion. Okay. Now coming to the implementation part, can I go with implementation, everyone? Okay, so see here, just a minute, let me share this. Huh. See, we did this particular point of then do you want to see that particular code once again? No, then you written like you wrote the no, that is why I anticipate that. Anyways, no worries. So now, can I save this particular file as no problem, more sort.js? Okay. Now for this thing, let's say first of all I'll write the basic thing. Okay, what we have written till now, mod sort. In that we were passing the two things, array start and end. Okay, this is what we are passing, right? Now my base case was what? Whenever like I have my start is less than or equals to end. Okay, sorry, not less than, it's greater than end, I will return, right? And I'll find mid. If not, mid is equals to what? Start plus end divided by 2. But since we are operating with division operation, we need to do the parse int. Correct? Okay. Now we have to call the same function of merge sort with array. Starting index will be now my the same start, and ending index will be my mid. I have to again call my merge sort with the array. Starting index will be mid plus 1, and ending index would be the end only. Okay. Now after that I need to write a function of merging the thing. This will do the merge. This will do the merge for me. I'll write that particular function now. It will accept array start, mid, and end. Now people, please do not confuse this. See, can I say that suppose if I have a bigger question, a bigger array, like uh, 53, like any bigger array, okay, 5, 2, 6, 8, 8, like this, any array I have. So can I say this is what my bigger problem, I need to sort it. Okay, so what I did, I told that if anyone, from the starting to the mid, if anyone is solving, if anyone is sorting for me, and another person will sort from mid plus 1 till the end, if they will do that task for me, I will just merge it. Can I say that? Can I say that in terms of recursion, right? है ना? So if anyone is sorting the left tree for me, if anyone is sorting right tree for me, I will just do merging on my own, right? Start plus end divide by 2. Yeah, it will be like that. Okay, it will be like that. But like I think so, yeah, it will be like that. Correct. Can I say that, people? If anyone is sorting the left tree for me, if anyone is sorting right tree for me, and I'm just left with what? Just division operation, है ना? Right? Dipanshu, if you do this, na, what I did earlier, this will also work fine. Okay, just try that. This thing also work fine, and that thing will also work fine. Now, but this thing is clear, na? This is not a rocket science, hai na? This is what we have seen in the recursion. To dividing my smaller problem, bigger problem into the smaller problem. That is what we need to do. Correct? Hai na? Now, see. What I need to do here is what I'll show you. So we are just left with the merging thing, correct? Yes or no? And this merging thing also we have seen up to some point, up to some mark, है ना? I'll explain you how we will solve that. So can I say that suppose this is my array, that this is my start index, this is my mid index, this is my end index. Okay, now let's say I'll divide this particular thing in my 6 parts: 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is what my array will look like. So can I say that from this, guys, from this, what we used to do in our question on the previous thing, we had this A1 and we had this A2, which was sorted, correct? Right? Hai. So can I say that if I'm finding mid here, so mid would be what? Mid. Okay. Yeah. So can I say that? Just a second. Let me think it out. Mm, huh. So let's say here my mid is 3, correct? Mid is my 3, right? So can I say that my if I take 4 elements, if I take 4 elements and create an array and put them over, okay? Let's take, if I'm taking this here as my 4 element. Now how come it will be the 4? I'll tell you. In my A1, I'm having 4 elements. Let's say it is nothing but my mid minus start plus 1. Now put them. Mid is what? 3 minus start. Start is what? 0 plus 1. Can I say it is nothing but my 4? Okay. So mid minus start plus 1 would be your first half always. In my A2, can I say, suppose, see, in my A2, can I say it is nothing but my end minus mid? That many of elements would be relying here. End is what? 6 minus mid. Mid is what? 3. Can I say it is just having 3 elements? Right? Okay. Now, so can I say based on that, I will create 3 elements in A2 and put them all the elements from my original array in the A2. Then I can apply my merge to sorted array concept. Once I have divided it, then I can simply apply the two merges, like merge to sorted array concept that we have learned earlier. Yes or no? Hai. And we can copy the original elements on this A1 and A2 so that our merge to sorted elements would work. If you are not, like, see, just a second, if I'll show you now, you will be much more clear in that. Basically, I'm creating input. In the previous scenario, I had given you the input. If you see here, see, I had given you the input like this, they were sorted. Then after this particular thing was working, now here what I'm doing, I'm creating this input for this array, for this particular method. So for that, what I'm doing, I'll create a function merge which will accepting my array start, mid, and end. Okay, this is what it is accepting. Now in my M1, I'll take as mid minus start plus 1. It is what we have just seen. In my M2, I'll take end minus mid. This is what we have just seen. So in my A1, I'll create new array which will be the length of M1. In my M2, I'll create new array which will be the length of my M2. Okay. Now we will copy the original elements on this A1 and A2. Okay. So for this, what I'll do, it's A2. So for this, what we will do, that we'll create we'll iterate through a loop to copy the elements. Okay. Let I is equals to 0. I should be less than M1 I plus plus. For this, I'll also do A1 of I. So see what I did, Hannah, what I did previously. First of all, I have to copy the entire elements of this M1. This M1 times I'll iterate the loops in my original array, and I'll copy everything, and I'll copy this in my A1 array so that I can apply the merge to concept array. Okay, it will be nothing but my start plus 1, and I'll again do that the same thing for my A2 array. This is nothing but my M2 times, oh, just a second, I'll zoom it out. This is nothing but my M2. In that, I need to copy the same thing in my A2 and my this thing would be nothing but my mid plus 1, mid plus 1, okay, plus 1 plus j would be also that. Okay, this is nothing but my j, not I, because I has already been used. Now, after that, after that, can I say that I can apply clearly now the concept? Now, see why we are doing this start plus 1 here. Okay, if you are confused in this, why we are doing this start plus 1 here. Okay, so can I say that start plus 1, start plus I? Okay, we are doing what? Start plus I. So can I say it is nothing but, first of all, it will be my 0 plus 0. Then after it will be what? My 0 plus 1. Then after it will be what? 0 plus 2. You know? Yes or no? If I'm having this array, let's say, just a minute, I will do this thing. Okay. So now, see here. And I'll copy my code also, okay? So that you can relate with it. Now I have this code. Okay? Now for this code, can I say that suppose I'm having this array, okay? Okay, of 7 elements, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is what my array is. Now this is what my 0, this is what indicating my mid, and this is what my end will be. Okay, or this is what my start is. Okay, now can I say that for accessing this 4 elements, my formula would be always start plus I. Okay, for my first loop, it will be what? Array of start plus I. Okay, start plus I is what? 0 plus 0. Right now my start is what? 0. This is what? This element. Now this is what? This element. Now after my I will increment, it will be what? 0 plus 1. This is what? Nothing but this element. 0 plus 2. What? This element. 0 plus 3. What? This element. Okay, right? And I talked about mid plus 1 plus j. This is what my formula to accessing this. Okay, now my mid is what? 3. 3 plus 1 plus 0, that is what? 4. This, you know, 4 is what? This. 3 plus 1 plus 1, 5. This. 3 plus 1 plus 2, what? This. Clear? Why we did that? Now, so Hariharan, M1 and M2 is what? M1 is what? Mid minus start plus 1, and M2 is what? End minus mid. Suppose if you have this array, then can I say that if you want to find M1 in your particular thing, then can I say it is nothing but my 3 minus 0 plus 1, it is what? 4. This is what my M1. You know? Basically, I have to find how many elements I need to, that will be there in my A1. You know? Formula to find that is what? M1. And why I'm calculating M2? Because I need A2 to apply in that my merge to sorted array concept. Okay. Okay. For that, what we did, end minus mid only. Okay. So here my end is what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minus 0, 1, 2, 3, 3. 3 elements only. Clear? Start plus I. It's not 1. Okay, I wrote the 1. No, it's not I. Okay, it's I. I'll correct that. Because every time it should be the dynamic one only. Okay, it should not be the static one, because every time I need to do 0, 1, 2, 3. If I do 1 only, it is just accepting this element only. It will not work as it is. Correct? Okay, that is why I did that. Now let me correct that first, and let me move further. This is what my I is. Okay, now I'm clear with A1. Now I'm clear with A2. Okay, right, I'm clear with A1 and A2. Now can I apply my merge to sorted concept? You know, now we have segregated two arrays, Hence, we can apply merge to sorted arrays. Yes or no? We have segregated our two arrays of A1 and A2. Yes or no? Right. So if we like now, I can apply my what we have learned in this. Okay. So let's say I'll just copy the things. Let's say I'll copy first this. I do not need response array. Okay. So I'll copy this first. Fine. And I'll put that uh, here. Now I'll make the changes here. Okay. I'll make the changes here. Let's say I have k. K would be not 0. It will be start first of all. Okay. My p1, p1 and p2, p1 and p2 would be 0. Okay, it's fine. Now p1 is less than a1 dot length, p2 is less than a2 dot length. Okay, fine. A1 of p1 is less than a2 of p2. Fine. Now it's instead of this response, we will write like see, I had this response, right? Okay, but response dot push I do not want to do. Okay, so instead of that, what I'll do, I'll assign that in my array, array of k is equals to a1 of p1. Okay, otherwise dot push also you can use it. Instead of this, it will be like this. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay. Now I'll again copy the remaining part of it. Okay, and I'll paste this. Now, in that, I will have to change the p1 is equals to a1 dot length. It's fine. P2 is okay. It's fine. Response dot push की जगह पे array of k equals to okay, similar to this. And yes, I think it should run now. Let us check. Let's check. Okay, merge. Okay. Okay, fine. Now, can anyone tell me what the other thing I need to do this here? What is required to do here now? We did not pass any array yet. Yes. Now, so first of all, I have to call this merge sort. So I'll call my merge sort here. Merge sort. In that I need to pass my array. I need to pass whatever in my let's say what we can say like my starting index, my ending index, whatever in my array would be, so my array will be look like this. Let's say I'm passing the same thing what we have taken in the example. What we have taken in example, let me see that. Yeah, we did the this 14, 33, 27, 10, and we did 35, 19, 42, 44. My start index would be 0, end index would be what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be 8. Sorry, 7. Now, yes or no? Yeah, everyone. Line number 21, par 21, 21, 8205, bit plus 1 plus j. No, it's correct. It's correct, no? Priyanshu? Oh, A2 of j Yeah, A2 of J. Yeah, correct, correct, correct. Sorry. Okay, now it's correct. Now it is correct. Okay, this will be all and all my code would look like, and it will give us the output as our desired thing. Okay, now you have to see first of all the code first, and you need to tell me the output accordingly, and you need to also tell me what and all things that is required. Oh, sorry. Is it visible my screen now? Screen is visible to all of you. Okay, so this is what my like what you can say like overall code for my mod sort would look like, है ना? Okay, there is nothing else that can be done on this particular thing, and there is one more mistake here. I'll say I can observe here there is one more mistake here. You need to grab that particular thing. Can anyone tell me? It is very simple. I'm giving you just 2 minutes. Okay, see that and let me know. I can say like mistake is here. Can I say like it's return array? Okay, let me do that, and now tell me. Okay, for your thing, let me run this. Okay, first of all, merge sort dot js. Not giving me anything. Why? Do you want the code? Do you want the code? Okay, no problem. Chalo. By doing that, everyone will understand what kind of thing we are, what kind of thinking we are going through. Okay, see the code. Tell me the mistake. What it is? It is not giving us the output. Line number 7. Oh no, it's correct. What else? Okay, you want me to console.log here. Okay, just a minute. Okay, yeah, do this. Okay, do the console.log and let me know what kind of thing you are getting it from that. Okay, guys, can I say I have called this mod sort, right? So I have called this mod sort. Can I say that it will be anyway give me the output on this? So can I say it is changing the same array because it is my pass by reference, right? So instead of doing that, I should do what? Let array is equals to this. I should pass array here, right? And can I say I'll just console.log array? Let me see now. I hope what we did, you know that. Yes or no? है ना? That is what I was expecting from all of you. Okay. Now you have around 5 minutes of time. I'm giving you 5 minutes of time. Look into this code. Like do this on your own right now, and let me know if you have any doubt. We will solve every doubt after 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm copying and pasting the code, latest code. Okay. See that and let me know. We'll be back after 5 minutes. Okay. Guys, I have given you time for seeing the thing, है ना? That is why I gave you 5 minutes of break. Not break actually, to see the code. I was not speaking anything. Okay. I I pasted the code now. No, I have pasted the code. Let me pin this out. Can you see the code? Can you see in the pin? I have pasted the code. I did paste. No, let me paste again. Got it, na? For those who have not get that, I have pinned that, and I have also pasted once again. I hope now it's that. I had pasted that when I no I given you the time. You cannot copy it, but see, okay, do one thing. Do one thing. Everyone is like GitHub is handy with that with you all. GitHub is handy with you all. Okay, so I'll paste that over there. Will it be okay for all of you? Okay. Take a poll in your GitHub. I have uploaded my code. Okay, everyone will see now. Guys, I have something cool to show you. Uh, just a minute. Let me share my screen. Yeah, I'll explain that. Joseph, I'll explain that. Okay. I have seen your comment, but I was finding something very better to all of you, to you also. Okay. Let me know. Then this is valid for entire algorithm. Okay. Everyone, please see on the screen. All you can see the screen of mine, visualing algorithms. Everyone. Okay. See here. What happens is this is my mod sort. Okay. When I'll start, this is my input. Everyone can see the inputs. Okay, see here. If I'll start now, let me speed slow. Okay, see what it will give you. First of all, array, huh. See, first of all, it find the mid, right? And it divided it like this. Let me increase some more speed. Then after it further divide till the point of time it will find the last element. Then after, let me do one thing once again, okay? With the slow speed. Just a second. See, find this. Then after, find this. This is my base case. Return this, return this, return this, this. Find mid. Till the point of time it will not find the base case. Again base case, return, return, find this. Base case, return, return, return. And now divide part is over, right? So which is smaller? 6. It will compare this. Which is smaller? 7. 7 will come. 17 will come next. From this, which is smaller? 6. Which is smaller? 7. So can I say that it is nothing but my P1 and P2 only, whatever we did right now? Hai? See the algorithm now. From this 11 and 10, it picked 10. From 11 and 12, it will pick 11. And 12 is left, so it will just copy as it is. From this, 6 and 0, which is smaller? 0. So it will come here. 6 and 10, which is smaller? 6. 7 and 10, which is smaller? 7. So now P1 will increase. Hai? K will also increase. 10 will come here. 11 will come here. 14 and 12. 12 will come here. Now which is left? 14 and 17, which will come as it is here. Clear? How it's sorted? Joseph, are you clear now? How it working? And the thing to note here, is it is very beautiful. Okay, see. Now see once again, okay? See, first of all, it did this, did this, did this. Now, after doing this, only it has come here, divided this. After doing that, come over it, did here, find the base case, return, return, return. Then it come back to here. Yes or no? Hai? That is what I need to show you. And this is valid for every sorting. Hai? We can also see this for bubble sort. Let me show you for bubble sort. So in the bubble sort, what it was happening, see, this is my input, right? Okay. So my maximum element in my first iteration, if you remember, in my maximum, like whichever my maximum element would be, it will be in the last term in my first iteration. In my second iteration, second last element will come here. So it will form a bubble like this. Okay. If you remember, yes or no? Everyone remember that? See this for bubble sort. Finding every element last. So forming this is forming a bubble. Like this. Okay. This is also true for every algorithms. If you feel that you are not getting it, okay, you need some more explanation, try to explore this selection sort. I don't know if it's work or not. Let me find it there or not. I should think it should be there. And there are some explanation also it has given. Okay, you can also read that with the time complexity, worst case, best case also. Okay, it's pretty cool. You will not find this kind of things in anywhere else. Since selection sort, what we did, we found the minimum element and we are comparing with every other element, right? And whichever my minimum element would be, it will come here. Okay? Speed is high. Okay. Do one thing now. See, I will give you that and let me do the speed slow. It is comparing every elements, whichever. Right now my minimum element is this. Now if I found any minimum element from this, then it will be my minimum. Otherwise it will be my the response criteria. But this is what my sorted region, this is what my unsorted region, if you remember. Okay, like this you can see it. Yeah, I'll share the link. Okay, Joseph, are you clear now? how it's working in recursion? Yes or no? Cool, na? ठीक है. चलो. So everyone is done with the code. Everyone is done with the code, or they want some more time? Do you want some more time? Because I want to discuss the time complexity of this. Take your time if you want, no problem. If you want, then we'll discuss in the next class. Okay, the time complexity of this, but the code should be clear. Parag, see. See, I told you that in this particular case, whenever you have start and end, okay, whenever a start equals to end, you will hit your base condition, okay. Otherwise, you will find mid. You will call this again this till the point of time you are not finding this particular case, the single element. If you find the single element, then only you will call this and this. Correct, Parag? Till the point of time you are not finding your base case, you will be just calling this part only. You remember I told you in my first iteration that the last two lines are not executing. If you remember, Parag? Yes, no? Okay. Any other doubt? Anyone? You can also see the description in that particular website. Okay. It is also very much helpful to you. Guys, anyone have any other doubt apart from this? Yes, Ankit, we are calling it recursively, right? Yeah, merge function. Okay. So in merge function, which is your doubt, Riaz? Can you please tell me? Otherwise, you can unmute yourself. I'll create the doubt. 11 and 12 line. Okay. Okay. So what we did in 11 and 12 line, first of all, we had this array, right? So we need to segregate that array in terms of A1 and A2. Yes or no? Riaz? In order to work this logic, we need A1 and A2. Yes or no? That does mean that we need some auxiliary arrays. You know? We need auxiliary arrays. That means we need extra space to solve this. That is why it is not, this merge sort is not having order of one time like space complexity. That is why I called that it is not in place algorithm. Riaz, am I clear? We need to segregate this, and for this we need some specific size to create this A1 and A2, है ना? So for that particular finding that size, we found the M1 and M2. Okay, to find the M1, that is mid minus start plus 1, that is what my mid, suppose it is 0, so sorry, it is 3. So 3 minus 0 plus 1, it is what? 3. 3 minus 1 plus 1, 3 minus 2 plus 1, until point of the time I'll not hit this particular array. And in same the case with the n minus bit. Clear hai? Right? So if I made is 3, start is 0, then my m1 is what? 3 minus 0 plus 1, that is what? 4. So I'll create my size of m1 is what? My a1 size is what? 4. For the same case of my m2, it will be what? Suppose I have 6 arrays, right? So 6 minus 3, it is what? M2 will be 3. No, Ankit, M1 and M2 is not a base case. This is not a part of recursion. If you see in the merge function, have like, did I call merge function again? So how come it will be the recursion, and how come it will be the base case if it's not recursion? See why it is recursion, because we are calling merge sort again for 2 times, है ना? Right? And this merge function is only called. See, can you see any way this merge function is called inside the body of it? No, na? Okay, it is not a base condition. It is a way to create a1 and a2, that extra arrays, to work this logic, to make work this logic. Okay, that is why space complexity is not order of 1, it is something else. I need to discuss now, but I think so time is more. On one node, explain recursive tree, how it returns. Okay, let me know once you can see it. Joseph, can you see that? Okay, see now what happens is, can you unmute yourself, Joseph? It will be much more helpful to me also, if you don't mind. Otherwise, I'll continue. No problem. See, so yeah, see, this is what my array is. Okay, from that I have divided that from the mid. Okay, my mid is what? Exactly middle one. I created this 2 arrays. From that also I found mid. I created 2 arrays. From that also I found mid. I've created 2 arrays. Here also 2 arrays. Here also same. Now, then after I did the merge function. So can you see here? I have found a mid here for the bigger problem. I found the mid here for the smaller problem. But here I'm calling the function again and again. Same function again and again. Yes or no? है ना? Here also the same thing. Middle one, middle one, middle one. Till the point of time I'm not finding the single arrays. That is what my start is greater than or equals to n. This was what my condition is. If you are in this condition, if you are in this particular position, this condition will be true, and you need to return. That does mean that you need to execute the the righter part. है ना? After you execute this, after you return from this, you need to merge the things. Yes, this is what my base case is. Okay, so once you are hitting the base case of this, you will return into this. Once you are hitting the base case of this, you will return into the third line. That is what, let me see, I have code on this or not. Yeah, not here. This is not what merge arrays. Wait, I'm copying that. See here, first of all, I will call this, I'll call this once. I'll call this until the point of time this return, this condition is not hit, right? This base condition is not hit. After it did, I'll return back to here, and I'll call again this. This does mean that I'm calling the right part of my tree. Yes or no? I'll also find the base case for the same. I'll return back to here, and then I'll call the merge function for all of them. I hope I'm clear now. This merge is not a recursive call. Okay, this is what my self part. This both are my recursive call. Clear hai? Okay. Okay. Any other thing in the code running in your VS? After copying your code, my VS is getting error. Let me share my VS code. Okay, if this is running in mine, there is something wrong in yours. I'll save my thing. CLS. It's working for me. I hope everyone else also it's working. Riya's merge is concatenating all the values, but with the sort thing. Okay, you need to also do a sorting, है ना? See here, right? You copy it from GitHub. For everyone else, it's the same. What is the error, Niranjan? Can you see that? What is the error? Line number 1, character 22. 22 is this. It should not be keyword error. For everyone else, it's same. Sharad is saying renaming it, but I think so. What's the relation between them? How would everyone else? Anyone have tried? Guys, I gave you time to code. Okay, giving output for you. Okay. How about everyone else? Some good numbers, 2 or 3 people. Confirm, please. Okay, let me see. Nilanjan. Okay. Merge, sort, divide, and conquer. But why you? I did not name this file that's divide and conquer. Okay, rename your file. This end keyword is not allowed. You know, it's also saying you, Nilanjan. Yes or no? It's working now, Nilanjan. Yes, please check. It will work. Yeah, it will work. Okay, so any other thing that you want me to discuss today, people? Any general queries, any doubt regarding today's session? We are remaining time complexity for the merge sort that will continue in the next class. GitHub link. Anyone can share GitHub link to Parag, or I think so in Slack. And like in this class, any TAs or there, Anshul or anyone is there, please uh, link GitHub link in the pin in the Slack group so that everyone will find that. Okay, anyone can share GitHub link for him. Yeah, Hariharan had shared that. Please see into it, you will get that. Niranjan, the doubt is solved. Cool, chalo. Any other thing, anyone? Yes, we need to practice. Anyone has any other doubt apart from this, please feel free to tell me. Yes, thank you Ankit, thank you Parag, thanks for everyone to joining in the class, and we'll see on the Wednesday. In that particular class, we'll solve first of all the time complexity for this, and then after we'll move to something else. Okay, in today's class we have learned the merge sort, basically how to merge two sorted arrays, and using that we implemented the algorithm for the merge sort. That is what we did today. Okay, all right, on that note, goodbye and have a good night. Okay, okay, chalo, bye. Thanks everyone again to attend the class, and keep practicing. Today will be your free day, I can say, है ना? So थोड़ा time निकाल के, if you have some time, do practice it. Okay, okay, chalo. On that note, I'm stopping the class. Goodbye.